thing I love about Dr. Johnson is that, I was just someone who decided to like ping her on social media. And I was like, she was like, oh, I'm, gonna be a master principal next year. And she's just talking about all this work she's done. And then I started looking into the Longwood Preparatory Academy. And I was just like, oh my God, like she's amazing. And she definitely will have inspirational things to say, or, just to sow some seed in you all, because I truly, really believe that, we are all destined for different things. And each thing has its own level of greatness tied to it. And just to be around people who are great, who thinks about more than today, is what I wanted to like present to you all. And just besides saying thank you, is for you to know that your work is important, right? You being inspirational is important. People wanting to be you, to hang out with you, to talk to you is important. And so Dr. Johnson was open to it via a simple LinkedIn message. And then my hope and desire is that this is not the last time we connect. And just note that everyone who showed up today, like I'm one of those people who you call like, I don't want to say ride or die because I don't want to die, but you could ping me about stuff. You have any volunteers to talk about tech? You have this or you have that. That's the type of people that I love and I show up for. So just know that each one of you also have me in your like back pocket if you need. So I'm going to pass it off to Dr. Johnson, but just note, like, it's the first time I met her and I just pinged her on like LinkedIn and she said, yes, she'll speak. Okay. So Dr. Johnson, all yours.
Thank you. I had an amazing group too. They were like, why are you so quiet? I was like, because I'm not an AP. And I was like, and I've never been an AP, but I often felt like I probably would have been a better principal had I been an AP, but also realized that an AP's job is so difficult. It's such a hard but rewarding thing. You get to like, as one of my APs, I think one of my APs is here. She was here earlier. Was saying that her job is to assist the principal. Like I was like, but you are the principal. Like it's just, you have assistant in front. One of the biggest challenges I think is that we just don't give enough recognition to assistant principals. We do know that, something happens, they come through the door, the first thing they're going to do is they'll ask for the principal themselves, but there's so many times that the AP are they're the Gestapo. They stop the mess from coming to you. There's so many times that things went on at my school and I had no idea, and my APs were like, it was handled, that's why you didn't even know about it. And I'm like, where have you been all my life? And some of the biggest things that we really, I think, need to focus on, and I know Rosemary is here too, is make sure that we get that contract going for our, especially for our APs too, because there isn't a metric that kind of measures how effective they can be, right? We have ABC goals and things of that nature, but there are some extraordinary assistant principals out here. And dare I say, to any principals that's on here, better than some principals, right? They just don't want to deal with the drama, the politics, and all others. But there are some APs who legitimately run their schools, okay? They are and sometimes my APs are the ones I'm like, I can't today, I can't, and they will just take it and run with it. And so it is important for us to be able to thank you. I want to say publicly and personally, thank you all for your service, not just to the children, not just to your principal, but to the children of New York City, to the parents. You guys deal with so much more. We can't even fathom the things that you prevent us from engaging in during the day, the things that you are in charge of, the things you're not in charge of that somehow becomes your job. I mean, it's like everything is your job. I know, like as a principal, we think everything is our job, but you APs are actually handling all of these things. And it is truly a thankless job, and it's almost a challenge for people to even recognize the work that you guys do. And so I do want to publicly say thank you for being like our ride or die, because not that I want to die, as Tasha said, not that because I want to die, but because we all need someone who is going to say, no, I got this, I'll take this on, but then also be accountable for things that happen when they go right and go well. I've always been one of those people who believe that it's important to celebrate every single person and not just take accountability for it, because there is, anything good happens, they'll come in and say, oh, the principal did that. And I'm very quick to say, like, I don't make a single decision in my school without my assistant principals. When I get my PPOs, I send it to my assistant principal and I say, here's our feedback, right? Like, what are we going to do about this together? And a part of that is that collective efficacy and that sense of ownership that I want them to feel and being a part of the school. But if I need to schedule a trip, or if I want any kind of event or activity, anything to happen, I always ask for my assistant principals to be able to help me make those decisions, because I actually don't think they even trust me to be in a building by myself. Sometimes it's kind of funny because they were all supposed to be, so there's a retreat that's happening. We sent some people up to, I do believe in mindfulness too. And so I sent a couple of people up to Honors Haven for this brain power meditation and yoga retreat. And my 2 APs were supposed to go. And they were like, so that means you're going to be here by yourself? And I was like, no, one of us going to go this time and another one will go this time. Because they know me. I would promise teachers the world. I would say, yes, you can move your classroom to this room and you can do this. And they'll come back, what happened? Why is this teacher here? And why is this happening? And I'm like, well, I told them, like, don't leave me out to make decisions by myself. So you need people who are also going to hold you accountable. And I believe that APs do a really great job at not being yes men. I'm one of those people who, listen, just because I'm the leader doesn't make me right. Call me out on the things that I do wrong, the things that I did not say. If I say I was going to do something, I didn't do it, call me out on it. If this is a decision that I know I'm making and is going to be detrimental to the school community, let me know. And they are, and I always have analogies. I'm like, if I was wearing a pretty dress and I thought I looked cute in it, and you knew that I look bad in that dress, you better tell me I look bad. Don't let me walk around saying, look how nice I look. And I said, it's the same thing with a policy. If I say we're going to do this tomorrow and make this decision, and you know for a fact that it's a terrible decision, I'll say, yeah, that's perfect. Let's do it. And like, tell me like, that's terrible. Absolutely not. People are going to lose their mind. They're going to go crazy. That's the kind of level that assistant principals give to you. And if you're a principal who's on here, I would encourage you to be that way with your principal, your APs, because it builds a special bond with them. It helps develop their leadership skills as well. And it also just tells you point blank, you're not perfect, right? And you just don't know all of the answers. And if you're an AP, obviously a lot of you are APs, to be able to say to, your principal and just say, is it okay to give you feedback, right? And knowing that all principals are not receptive to being able to get that kind of feedback, but being able to say, is it okay if I give you feedback on this project or this decision and what I think might happen if we try this, right? But having that collaborative and collective efficacy, I think, is very, very important to have. Assistant principals hold so much weight in my heart. I wish I was an assistant principal, but as my husband said, I'm very hard-headed, and I probably wouldn't have listened to my principal anyway if I was an AP, because that's just the type of person I am. And which is why I'm a principal probably for life, because I just don't, I don't listen to authority, but I listen to people who tells me the right things. And my APs always hold me accountable, and they're special. And they're near and dear to my heart. And I just want to say thank you again to all of the assistant principals who are here, who joined this amazing event. A lot of the people in my group were like, we never have done this before. We've never, and it's because you guys just simply aren't celebrated enough, and you should be. There should be a recommendation. There should be a recognition for you. Just like they have Big Apple Teacher Awards, they should have Big Apple Principal AP Awards. And someone who's able to, stand on the front lines, because that's what you guys do every single day. So once again, I just want to say thank you to all of the assistant principals for all of your hard work. It does not go unnoticed. I hope you all have an amazing assistant principal week, and that people buy you lunch, flowers, t-shirts, handouts, notebooks, cards, flowers, whatever. You deserve it all. Thank you all so much.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Johnson. And like she said, that you all are the right, the left, all types of hands, and, you know, put it out there. I think one of the most powerful things that Dr. Johnson shared is like, is it okay if I give you feedback on this? And definitely, if you don't have that book on conversation, I think I have it on my desk somewhere. Oh, right here. Nonviolent communication. You probably should get this book. Okay. So Dr. Johnson, thank you. Y'all, we have one more gift and one more speaker. So I am gonna let me remove you. I am gonna let Mr. Ruff speak and then drop one more gift for you all. It's a cute gift. It's one of those cute things that I'm gonna spend time and do. But I wanna share about Mr. Ruff a little bit. And it's the same story as Rosemary. I met him